my Packers. Jordan Love, Christian Watson in what turned out to be meaningless Week 18 game with the Commanders winning and obviously relegating the Packers to the 7th seed in the NFC. Both go down. Christian Watson, a knee. That one looks serious. Jordan Love, an elbow. Reportedly not nearly as serious. Could have actually even entered the game if it had been more meaningful at the end, if it would have been like a playoff game. But still, it's not like you want your throwing elbow being injured a week prior to what is now a massive showdown against the Philadelphia Eagles, a Week 1 rematch. This one hurt. John.
Yeah, I'm sure you cringed when both of those happened, and you certainly do not want to hear your starting quarterback say, oh, I couldn't feel my fingers after the game because, hey, it helps to feel your fingers when you're throwing the football. So the Packers sound confident that Jordan Love's going to be okay, but that's still not something you want to be dealing with going into a wild card game, especially when it's a problem you could have avoided if you would have just accepted the 7th seed and saying, even if we win, we might not get the 6th seed. So why not just give everyone a week off? And I think the funny thing here is every coach has a different philosophy on how to handle this. And I think Sean McVay did it the best. And we'll see, because maybe they lose in the first round of the playoffs. But he said, I don't care if I play the Lions or Vikings in the wild card round. I would rather give my guys a week off to get healthy. If we get the 3rd seed, with 3rd seed, with the 4th seed, with the 4th seed, I don't care if we win or lose in Week 18. I just want Matthew Stafford a week off, Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua. And so if there's not going to be a big difference, I think it makes a lot of sense to rest your guys, and the Packers would have been in that situation where it does make sense. So it was surprising to see them out there, and then see Malik Willis get banged up too. So now your top 2 quarterbacks. So Renner, are you more or less confident about winning in the wild card round than you were before this game kicked off against the Bears?
I think they could still sneak one. I don't think they have any chance of sneaking through the way they did last year. And they blew out the Cowboys. We're right on the precipice of being the 49ers. I don't see that happening. One, because Jair Alexander's here. I thought once it was announced he's not coming back this year, their secondary is just not good enough, in my opinion, to deal with, what they're going to face in the rest of the NFC. But to me, the half-ass strategy of let's play some guys half and then bench them and then no Josh Jacobs down the stretch, but we have Jordan Love warming up on the sidelines, maybe coming back in the game. It's like, what are we doing here? If you're gonna let him play, give him a series. One series, stay fresh, get him out, gone. Or let him play the whole game and play to win. The half-assing, some guys are out there, a lot of key guys were still out there trying to win that game. But some of your bigger key guys weren't actually out there. To me, that's the complete wrong thing to do. Do either what the Chiefs do either what the Bills did, where you give them one drive, or play the guys the entire game to win like the Chargers did, where the Chargers had a pretty meaningless game in a similar situation, and they went all out and tried to win. I don't understand the thought process there. And now they are down one of their best wide receivers and not down, but banged up at the quarterback position on the thing he uses to throw the football. So I do think it's worth questioning what the heck Matt LaFleur is doing this week. It just is.
And he usually makes the smart decision. And you know what? The funny thing is the Commanders were the other team that did the same thing, where they said, you know what? We're going to let Jane Daniels play the entire first half. And I don't know if that was the original plan or Dan Quinn saw him get sacked 4 times, take multiple big hits, and was like, all right, we're going to take Jaden out because we kind of need him next week. So he kind of did the half-ass thing that Matt LaFleur did, where I'm going to play some of my starters some of the time, some of them part of the time, some of them all the time. I have no idea what I'm doing. Just if I call your name, go in the game. So it was really bizarre that both coaches went that route. Like you said, either bench them or don't bench them.
Yeah, I think that one was more, oh, shoot, our O-line can't block right now. I think that was that. They're just we cannot have Jaden get, because they didn't pull Terry McLaurin. Terry McLaurin makes the game-winning touchdown. They didn't pull any other star players. The Packers pulled Josh Jacobs. I'm trying to think of who else they pulled in that game, but they were not trying to give their best after that. The Commanders were putting everyone else out there, and shoot, Marcus Mariota went out there and balled with those guys. So comeback win for him. So it was a difference of philosophy. And Packers may be paying for it next week.